the supports first. Puppy goes down. DK Phobos gets off the Echo Slam. He even survives. Just barely, as the tower shots are not enough to finish him off. 4 down from Team Secret, and VP will have that tier 2.
And G's got a DD rune. The Silver Edge is just completed. He's got his BKB too. This might actually just mean racks for Secret. They don't have buyback on the heroes that matter. Darkseer's going to buy back, so is Rubik, but they don't have one on the Shadow Fiend. The Queen of Pain is also without buyback, and VP is going to feel so bold right now because they just have so much of a lead. They've got a 15 charge Bloodstone. G's got a DD rune if he wants it. DK Phobos, no Echo Slam on him, but still, this is quite the lead for VP, and it's hard for them to get rid of this one.
So many fans, analysts, everybody across Dota had Team Secret, if not their first place, somewhere in that top 3, and right now their tournament life is being threatened by Virtus Pro, representative of the CIS region. An insane story here. VP right now, it's 23-13, 34 minutes in after yet another team fight that is now a 10,000 gold lead for them. 12,000 experience on top.
That's a 10-second BKB for G. I can't stress how much that means in this part of the game. Secret have no counter for that right now. And their own BKBs. You've got a 6-second BKB on RTZ. S4 is nowhere near another item. He's only got a tier 4 item at 34 minutes. And he's not even close to seeing another one by the end of this game. And a large portion of how this game's determined is if they can keep RTZ alive to deal damage, they can maybe still do it, but locking down G at this point is nigh impossible.
It gets all the more difficult when you now have an Aghanim Scepter for the Lina. It's still only a level 2 Laguna Blade, but that is still a significant chunk of pure damage that will be able to cut Artur down to size even if he has the BKB up.
Yeah, and RTZ, I mean, he's played so well this game. He's still on top of the net worth charts, but the rest of his team is just lagging behind in that regard, and finally the Storm Spirit gets ahead, and I mean, Secret are so afraid right now because any wrong misstep is just the game for them.
I mean, between, as you said, the 10-second BKB, but also the 15 Bloodstone charges, this guy's got mana for days.
Doesn't have that DD room bottled anymore, but...
Alright, here it goes. Team Secret. Got a 4-man push by Virtus Pro right now with God ready to make the initiation at any point. They're going to start with a slow poke and prod at that tier 3 tower. No need to rush things.
I mean, they could just wait for the opportunities right now. The Storm Spirit BKB jumps in at any point.
Who's his first target? Does he go for the support in the background? Does he go for Puppy and try and eliminate that Shell Grave?
Kill the Dazzle as fast as you can. And then blow up RTZ once his BKB's down.
Fisher pushing back RTZ, and just seconds. And that's all it takes to bring the tier 3 tower low.
VP hitting the tower. Illidan's going to take this one down real soon, and this is going to open up the map for them. And now Secret have to play so carefully. If RTZ's out of position, they won't be afraid to just blink echo him alone.
Illidan starts moving forward. They do have the counter wards to see him, though. God sitting on the side. They're actually going to jump him. They're going to try and pop Illidan right away. The Fisher is out, but it doesn't hit anything. Meanwhile, God goes for Puppy in the background, instantly eliminating. RTZ gets hit by the Laguna Blade, but it's still up and fighting. There goes the 3-man with vacuum wall on top of everything else. VP will lose the fight, and they're going to lose just 3. God has a significant amount of mana left. He's going to get over the cliff. He has to suicide to go for it. Be able to avoid it. There it is, the suicide. 4 down for VP. Team Secret holds in game 3.
I mean, Zai, killer instincts there. RTZ managing to survive through all odds, and even with the Dazzle dying immediately and S4 being isolated out, those 3 were enough to hold the base, and that's 4 down for VP. And all of a sudden, Secret's hopes are still alive.
SF back on top of the net worth board, 18,500. Still, Storm Spirit and Juro Ranger are trailing them. It's still a gigantic net worth lead for VP even after that lost team fight. But it is going to shake their confidence for the next time they choose to push uphill. Zai, as you said, pretty much made that team fight for Secret. Feels like they're going to have to wait out the next Roshan and get the Aegis. And is this next one going to be Cheese as well?
Yeah.
So
if you remember, the first one was really early on, and the second one they had the Solar Crest for it, so
this could be a significant advantage for VP if they want to wait out Roshan, but this obviously leaves openings for Team Secret just to sit back, farm up, or maybe even get aggressive on the map.
I think you don't, if you sit back and farm up, you know that VP are just going to wait for the next Aegis. I actually think they might decide to play proactively before that point, Illidan's about to pick up his MKB, and everybody from VP has pretty much all the items that they could possibly need. Maybe lacking in levels a little bit, but that's pretty much it.
So wait for the potential spawn time of Roshan. Go for a 5-man smoke as Team Secret, and see if you can't get a pick off that allows you to take Roshan yourself. And if you get that Aegis, that means VP very likely to wait out the full timer of the Aegis, and that just gives you so much more time to farm up your heroes.
I don't know if Secret can win a fight where VP have essentially 7 lives. Like, if G gets an Aegis, I don't know how they take him down twice. He should be able to just initiate in and kill 2 heroes by himself instantly in that case. Because it's just the fear of not being able to get out with any mana that's scaring them right here. And Secret, I don't know if they see this coming. They're all grouped up behind S4, but VP setting the trap. They're going all the way around.
They've already laid down a ward. They're going to sneak their way around.
Secret have no idea.
Secret, they could be totally caught by this one. They're relatively grouped up.
They should have seen FNG here.
They do have some vision, yep. Right down there by the river. They're going to run into Puppey first. He's already gone. Down and out. The vacuum managed to catch out 2 with the wall on top. Lil, though, instantly response. Great familiar dropping the echo slam on top. DK almost takes out 1 already. Now Zion Arteezy. They have a response, but Zion goes down as well. Laguna Blade.
It's Arteezy on 3.
Against the world here for Team Secret. He's got to pull this out, but DK Fomos, he survives. Guy keeps the kill, and VP win it. They keep 2 alive and wipe Secret.
And that was just all G. He clears up that backline completely by himself, instantly killing the Dazzle, killing the Rubik by himself. Arteezy has no support there. And Arteezy needs to survive, but he also needs the disables of his team. Like, if that Rubik dies, no way to win the fight, honestly. And Zai, I mean, he tried his best right there, but it was just VP with a little bit too much.
The Lincolns is coming in for the Storm Spirit. This is going to be big. No longer has to worry about that telekinesis, at least not as much anymore, and that's been... Kuro's really been on the mark there, trying to control G every single team fight he jumps in.
I would actually prefer him to go for the Hex, because I don't think it's enough for him to just dodge the telekinesis. He's got a BKB to work with at the same time.
Right.
It could just mean that he wants to get rid of the spell steal option, but even then I think that's a little bit weak. Going for the Hex here might secure him the game. Secret don't lose too much, though, off of this. It's not like VP went for the immediate push or anything like that. It's more just you lost a lot of heroes, gave up net worth, and Storm Spirit gets more Bloodstone charges, but you're already in that situation anyways.
Yeah, you probably lost control of Roshan at this point in time because Arteezy's still down for 10 seconds. If VP go directly into the Roshan pit, they have so much physical damage, they will just chop Roshan up. And Team Secret, again, would be left into that very precarious, we force a fight outside of our base and potentially lose the whole entire game. So, as Arteezy revives, Roshan dies.
Yeah, now that Illidan, he was so squishy before, and he had a hard time surviving, but he's got this Aegis. You've got a cheese on your Storm, I believe. Yes.
The difference between the two there, I mean, it may feel very minimal for some, but why Aegis on Illidan and cheese on God?
Because there's almost going to be no chance where Illidan gets to get that cheese off. Right. And there's no real situation where you can really guess, okay, I'm at 200 health, do I pop it now? If you're at that range, you're probably dying if you're Illidan. Whereas the Storm, you just want the mana to work with. It doesn't really matter what your HP pool's at.
He's much tankier, 2400 HP on him, plus he has both the BKB and Lincolns. It would be very surprising if Team Secret were able to...
Oh, they take this so quickly.
They really do. Team Secret, do they stall this one up? Do they just give up their lane of racks? I mean, if they do, it's going to be VP just marching down middle immediately afterwards. VP actually only take the range racks, now back up.
They're just being tentative right now. No team really wants to give this away, and VP, they recognize that Secret can definitely still beat them in a fight. That top fight proved it. The one at Roshan Pit was way too close for comfort, barely living with 2 heroes. If Arteezy had gone a little bit luckier with the butterfly procs, that might have been gone. That might have gone the other way, but he now picks up his crit.
Luck won't really be a factor for Arteezy soon, at least not against the Drill Rangers hits anymore. Jump forward, they're actually going to try and quickly take out the melee racks. This is a nice move from VP, essentially trying to move Team Secret around and get that free opening, but they still managed to get a nice 3-man back over the wall on top. FNG almost eliminated to start things off, but he managed to get up everything anyway. Arteezy gets off a great ultimate. G in the background is still going for Puppey, but Kimber can't keep him alive. They actually don't get anything out of that one. S4 forced into a buyback, though. Still, Team Secret couldn't actually really capitalize on that. I mean, you look at Virtus Pro, they're all incredibly low, but it's just the fear of the cheese and Aegis turnaround that keeps Team Secret inside the base.
Yeah, and there's no reason for them to continue to pursue that. You're so close to your base. If you lose that fight, you could just end the game right there, and VP are happy to just get away with one death and the buyback on the S4. Definitely still a net worth win for them. They're just... Alright, that line was drawn by F&G. That's probably the don't let them pass here. And
right.
The MKB is now flying in, and RTZ, it's going to be so hard for him to survive in these fights.
So that butterfly evasion no longer going to be a factor for the Draw Ranger anyway. What else do we have here for the side? Aghanim Scepter is actually coming in soon for Lil, plus the level 3 familiars. That's already a significant upgrade, but when you have a Draw Ranger on your team, that's an insane amount of physical damage.
Arteezy's probably got the item that's going to help him the most. He's fully completed his Satanic instead of going for the buyback. I think this is the correct choice. Even if he respawns, he's only got 16 souls, and at that point his team's lost anyways. So by just going for the full-out item buy, you say to yourself, okay, let's just play for this one fight. And the Queen of Pain doesn't have a buyback too, and she's the one core that deals damage with you. So you might as well just all in for it at this point.
Especially since the fact it's unlikely that VP will be able to chain stun him and bring him down from 100 to nothing, with the Shallow Grave always sitting behind.
FNG does have that Laguna Blade level 3 ready now though, and I mean, this is VP's game to win. They push the tower so quickly. All it takes is one mistake from Secret. If they lose any of their cores at this point and VP don't, it's going to be really difficult for Secret to win.
Looks like they may try and go for another opening on that melee racks in the top lane. Jump forward, start, ticking it down. Curl takes away that link inside the Vice to follow it up. God, he needs some help here with the vacuum over the top. They actually force out the cheese.
Oh, this is so bad. VP now know that everything from Secret has been expended. That vacuum wall was a large reason why the fights were able to be won. The BKB was used on RTZ. So was the Hex by S4. All they have to do now is go for this mid lane, ignore the wall at top. And I don't